I'm Alex Ben, and I create these videos, so you don't make the same classroom mistakes as me. I was incredibly lucky to survive my disastrous first, and even my second, better but not yet competent year. Today, with so much pressure on teachers to get test scores up, and parents demanding that we be fired for even the smallest misstep,
We pay your salary.
I have no doubt that if I started now, I would have been asked to or forced to leave.
What did Mr. Ben do this time?
He refused to let the daughter of the PTA president take a retest.
Looking back, how did I manage to recover and grow? I'm Alex Ben, and I'm a teacher.
Hello, Alex.
I've now gone 3 days without wanting to treat my students the same way they treat me.
Welcome, Alex. You're in a safe space.
It wasn't my teacher training classes. Most of my improvement came well after I had finished my certification.
There's nothing I can tell you that's as valuable as you getting up in front of an actual classroom and learning for yourself.
It wasn't the many teaching advice books I read. I kept trying to follow their suggestions, but it was too difficult to decipher which of their numerous ideas was the most effective, efficient, or important, and most authors seemed unwilling to winnow them down. It wasn't professional development sessions at school.
Let me winnow it down. The single most important thing you all do is keep students out of my office.
Most of those seem to either fit someone's idealized agenda of what teaching should be, instead of realistic, practical advice, or seem better suited to other grades or subjects. My growth was mostly due to the magnanimous efforts of my expert colleagues, who saved me from the broken teacher scrap heap. Foremost was a friend who volunteered to take a few of my most demanding students into his class, when it was clear I couldn't manage them. He was, and is, a man of incredible patience and generosity, as both his colleagues and students will attest. He and others also offered counsel and allowed me to observe their classrooms. What struck me was how effective they all were despite wildly differing styles and temperaments. Although my friend and savior was patient and calm, another helpful colleague was more like a caring mother hen, rushing about checking in with her students. Another was a petite force of nature who would disarm her students with humor, but could flip to a "don't mess with me" sternness at any sign of foolishness.
Wait, Henry, is that a cell phone? Are you vaping? Did you write on the desk?
That wasn't me.
Most enlightening was a history teacher who would yell so loudly at misbehaving students that I could hear him far across campus. Many people have a strong negative emotional response to someone raising their voice, but he wasn't angry, just exaggerating his disappointment that his students could have done something they knew was so wrong.
Johnny, why are you out of class?
You see, Mr. Parker, I forgot my textbook, so I had to go back and get it from my locker.
So, where's the book?
Well, I decided to go to the bathroom first. And Angel was in there too. And he had these cookies he found in his mother's cupboard. And I didn't know what was in them until after I ate one. Weirdly, we were suddenly even more hungry. So we snuck into the cafeteria to get something else. And we get into the back and found the extra cinnamon rolls from this morning. And that's when we surprised Mrs. Gomez, and she fell. I think she broke her arm.
Well, that sounds like something that could have happened to almost anyone. How about I help you write a letter of apology to Mrs. Gomez?
The 8th graders at Byrd voted him their favorite teacher, year after year. Talking to other teachers about their own classroom experiences clearly was where I garnered most of my most practical advice. Suggestions that made sense to me I tried and modified. Suggestions that didn't at least helped solidify in my mind what methods I thought were important for me to use and keep. It was all very unsystematic. I tried and failed repeatedly, and my students at the time would suffer the consequences.